The third one is serotonin. This is all about pride and status. This is why we have award ceremonies, the Oscars, the graduation ceremonies. I mean, you could very easily get an email from your university saying that, well, you have done everything that you needed to for your graduation. Attached is the degree transcript. So congratulations. It's not going to cut the ice. Instead, what we do is that we organize big graduation ceremonies wherein you have your parents, your coaches, your friends in the audience, and then you go up onto the stage and you receive that degree transcript. And the moment you receive it, you have that surge of serotonin in your veins. And the exact same moment your parents have the same surge of serotonin in their blood. And you feel good and they feel proud of you. And this is what serotonin is actually trying to do, to bond the coach and the trainee, to bond the teacher and the student, the parents and the child, basically the caregiver and the caretaker. This is why serotonin is also called a leadership chemical. In the caveman times, you had a tribe. And once you got some food, let's say we throw a carcass on the floor, and the stronger ones will elbow their way forward, and the weaker ones will get the elbow in their face and they may not even get to eat it. So it wasn't a good system. So what they instead did was they chose an alpha, somebody who they treated as a leader, and he got the first choice of mate, and he got the extra respect, the entitlement, and everybody would make their way for him, and he would feel great because serotonin will surge in his blood, and he would walk with the gait and that sense of confidence. Because interesting thing about serotonin is that once it's in your blood, it raises your level of confidence. And what happened with this system was even though the leader got to eat the best part of the meat, but those weaker ones would eventually get to eat and they wouldn't get the elbow in their face. So it was a good system, it worked. And same is happening with our current leaders, be those your corporate leaders or your political leaders. The leadership essentially means to put yourself at risk for those who you are leading. This is the anthropological definition of leadership. This is why sometimes we are so grossly offended by people, by the leaders, let's say leaders at the Wall Street, the CEOs who pay themselves astronomically well, and while everybody else gets peanuts, because they do that at the cost of the people they're supposed to lead. Because this feels so viscerally offensive. And they've kind of broken the visceral social contract, and which is why we're so angry with them. And same goes with the political leaders. They get all the entitlements, and instead of risking themselves for their people, they choose themselves, and which is why there's no more trust. There's trust deficit with them, and they fail. As I said, the anthropological definition of leadership is to put yourself in risk to save your people. So leadership comes at a cost. The group of people, we're not stupid that we're going to give so many perks to the leaders for free.